better? Hey guys, so today's video I'm super excited about because the back to school season is here. And so I decided to do a study hacks and tips video for you guys. If you catch me looking down, it's because I have like a few notes, so that's why. Remember to subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and like this video. And if you have any other suggestion or any ideas for videos I should do, comment down below. So yeah, let's get right into this video. Woo. Okay, so my first advice for you guys is to find what study method works best for you. If you really want to know what method works best for you, I have a link down below of a quiz you can do to find out which learner you are. But pretty much, this is really important because if you don't know what method works best for you, it will be so hard to actually study and stuff. Like, for me, I always thought I was a visual learner. I'd highlight everything, I'd color code everything. My books were like full on rainbows, but that didn't really work for me. When I did the quiz, I found out I was an auditory learner, mostly an auditory learner, which made so much more sense to me, you know? Usually if you're a more visual learner, you use a lot of color and you use things you can see like charts, pictures, graphs. If you're an auditory learner, listening to things will help you memorize, read aloud, verbal instructions. If you're more of a tactile or kinetic learner, touching things or playing games, something that is more interactive, if that makes sense, will work really good for you. And if you're a typical like read and write one learner, books and texts, dictionaries, note-taking. And to be honest, I'm kind of a mix of them. I'm mostly auditory, but I also really like rewriting, the note-taking things. So yeah, that's my first advice, and it's super important. So my second advice is when you're going to study, choose a place and time where and when you can concentrate better. For example, for me, it's in my room, in my desk, and I like to do it right when I wake up because I feel way more productive and way less distracted. So this really depends on people, you know, like some people prefer doing it at night, but to be honest, I feel like in the morning I'm fresh, I'm way less distracted, and if I do it in the morning and then I finish it, I feel like way more productive, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel better. Like my day turns way better than if I had a lazy morning and then a productive afternoon. But that's like my personal opinion. It really depends on people. Now, the place. I do not advise you to do it in your bed, because if you do it in your bed, you tend to get way more tired because it's the place you sleep in. I like to do it in my desk, but other people like to do it in coffee shops, in libraries, I don't know. It's just you guys need to choose a place where you can actually concentrate. Okay. So my third advice is study every day. Studying a little bit every day is so important to review everything you've learned. And this way it's easier for the test because you don't need to study everything in the last minute because you already know and memorize most of the things you need to know for the test or exam. This is really important, and I know most people don't want to hear this, but studying like 10 to 20 minutes or more every day is so important because you won't forget the things for the exam and you won't have to like have hours of studying before the exam. It's way easier because you already know the things, you know? So that's like a really important thing that you guys should do. Okay. So my next advice is to plan your time, set alarms if needed, use a wall planner or a digital planner, a notebook planner, make to-do lists, set time limits, do everything to plan things out and have your time organized so you aren't as stressed. This is something that really is important for me because I tend to get really stressed, you know? So just planning everything like, okay, I need to do this essay. I have 1 hour and 30 to do it, and after that I need to do this. I like to have like a digital and the notebook planner. I like to plan things out and know what each day I do, what I have to do each day, and that's really important for me because I'm usually really I'm disorganized when planning comes, but like when it comes to other things, I tend to be kind of organized, you know, like with note taking, but this is so super important for me. For some people it's not that important because they're already organized, like, oh, so I'll do this tomorrow and it's fine, you know? But for me, I tend to set alarms. I like to do to-do lists. Like I wake up, I do, okay, what am I gonna do today? This is an image frame which I like to use as a to-do list. It's kind of funny, but what I have here is for the holidays, which was plan my workouts, which I mean like plan my workouts for back to school, and plan my life pretty much, like what I'm gonna do each day. Like I have two planners. I have my personal planner, which is this marble one, and I'm kind of busy, you know, and this is what I mean by planning my life. Like today I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and this is honestly so important for me because I'm kind of disorganized, as I already said. So that's a really important advice. Okay, so another tip I have is it's important to take breaks, okay? While you're studying, especially if you're feeling tired or frustrated, working too long on a task can actually decrease your performance. So what I like to do is work 40 minutes and take a 15-minute break. What other people like to do is work 20 minutes and take a 5-minute break. I prefer the long because usually what I do is I work for 40 minutes, I'm concentrated, but then if I'm feeling really tired after those 40 minutes, I usually go walk outside. Sometimes I go to the pool, like something that relax. I wouldn't use my phone because I'd be like, okay, like 15 minutes passed, but 5 more minutes isn't a problem. It is. So I usually don't use my phone. I like to grab a snack, go outside, go to the pool. Like I like to do a bunch of things which involve nature or like going outside or moving, you know. That's what works best for me. Sometimes I like to do a quick workout. It depends. So I feel like the lighting kind of changed, but we're good. This next one is so hard. Like in my opinion, it's like one of the most hard ones. So it's to stay motivated. Am I the only one who's like so motivated for back to school, and then when school starts, well, you know what I mean? Anyways, to stay motivated, I like to do a few things. For example, have quotes on my wall or in my phone that inspire me, but usually that does not work. Like, I'm being honest, like quotes that like I read them but like doesn't bring me anywhere. So what I also like to do is to think on the positive outcomes. For example, short term, after I finish this 1 hour 30 essay, I can be lazy, you know, I can be on my phone, or yeah, I'm gonna still have to work on it, but I can do this after, you know. Long term, you can be like, okay, in the end of the year, if I can do it, like my parents will let me do more of this and they will whatever, you know. Like my parents were like super mad at me when I didn't have the best grades, and they didn't give me like much liberty, if that makes sense. They wouldn't let me go out of the house that much. They'd always be checking on me. So it's really important to have good grades, at least for me. Like if I actually want to have any, like if I want to actually have a social life, like go out, like have fun, I guess, I need to have good grades, which both of them complement each other, I guess. So that's a really big tip that's really hard to do. So something that really annoys the teachers is, where's the homework? I didn't know how to do it. That annoys them. Like, I'm sorry, I have experience. Like, a teacher got so mad at me because of that. But usually those are just excuses, because Google can search anything. And if it's any instructions of a paper, ask your teacher, like email, call her, whatever your school does. Like, I usually email my teacher. Like, we have this like school account with our own like school emails, and we send like emails to teachers. So there's no excuse of I don't know how to do this. And if you do it earlier, you can even go to school and be like, hey, I don't know how to do this problem, or I don't get this, you know. So yeah, that's just a reminder, because it's really important to do actually your homework. It counts for your grades. So just a reminder. Oh my god, this next one, you guys, please remember this. Have a good relationship with your teacher. And I know this is so hard, especially when they're so annoying. Like, I had this humanities teacher, which is like history teacher. I hated her, okay? Like, no, honestly, like, she was so annoying. I want to ask a question, she would ignore me, like, and she did kind of like me, you know, like, she didn't hate me, like, I never did anything for her to hate me. So I always got so annoyed. So please have patience with them. Like, I know how it feels, but try to have a good relationship with them, because if you're between two grades, if they like you, like, they will probably round up. Like, I know this is really bad, but most teachers do this, at least in my school, you know? So, and even if they don't do it in your school, like, it's just good to have a good relationship with teachers. Like, they will maybe give you an extension easily. I don't know, it really depends on the school you are, but, or like in parent-teacher conferences, they will probably like talk better about you, like, oh, she's a really good student, you know? Like, having a good relationship with your teacher is key, you guys, key. Okay. This next one is to prioritize and organize your tasks. This is super important because usually people kind of forget to do this, especially when they start getting a lot of work. I'm gonna mention in the next advice, but like using planners, you know, kind of helps. But what I mean is, like, remember, if you have like many works, maybe do a to-do list like I mentioned before, and see which one takes more time, which one is due first, which one is more hard, you know, and prioritize with all of that. After, when you know what to do and when to do it, maybe like set days, like, I'm gonna do this today, this at 3, this at 4, you know what I mean? And then remember to always keep calm, because I know it's really easy to stress, especially like me. I get stressed so easily. So maybe dividing the work in half, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing a history work and you need to answer a few questions, divide them, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna do this question now and then this question, you know. Try to divide the work so it seems like it's less work, you know what I mean? So that's a really important tip. Using planners and making a schedule is bae, okay? That's like my opinion. Like, it helps you stay on track, you know, and be organized. Like, I love them. Like, let me just show you the ones I have. Okay, so I have two. I'm gonna start with the one I mentioned before. This is like my personal one. I like to keep every like event I have, anything that's not related to school, you know, like, I'm not gonna write essay, English essay due this day, you know, like, maybe I can say like work this day, you know, but I like to keep my personal ones here. And what I love about this one is I bought it last year, but I didn't use it, and I can literally like put the month. It doesn't say which year. It doesn't like already have everything, so I can like keep on doing this for years, especially because this one is like huge. Like, it has so many pages. Like, I feel like this is for like 2 years, so love that for me. So this is like my private planner, if that makes sense. And this one, I love this one so much. This is my school one. I love this one because it looks like a phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so cool, okay? And it's like my school planner. I really like it. Like, it has everything. Like, it's literally for school. It has here the whole year, my timetable, my personal information, and then I have like each, oh my god, I just, you know what I mean? It's like a really good planner, and it's kind of small, so like I can keep it in class, in like my bag. I can take notes, like, okay, English essay due the 9th of September. Sorry, that's the day I am right now, like, in this book. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I love planners and schedules and everything to do with that. I know, like, it's super hard to like keep it going. Like, I bet like most people like buy one, use them in the first week, and then forget them at home, don't use them, stop being organized, stop studying as much. Like, I can relate with you guys. Like, last year this was me, but I don't know, I feel like if you keep on motivated, if you think on the positive outcomes, like, it will help you so much. Like, keep on working and keep on doing it. Plus, I don't know, I feel like last year I used the digital planner, which did kind of work for me, but I prefer like writing it down. So that's pretty much it. And I really liked it. I don't know, I'm really in love with my 2 planners. And like making a schedule, like at 3 I'm gonna do my English essay, at 4 I'm gonna do my art drawing. Oh my god, you know what I mean? Okay, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I feel like making a schedule and using planners is a really important tip. So okay, so this next one is to set daily, weekly, monthly, yearly goals, you know? Because it really does motivate you to keep on going because you have an objective that you really want to achieve it, right? So it will make you like keep on going to achieve it, you know what I mean? So if it's a small like goal, like a daily one, like finish my English essay, I don't know why I'm always saying English essay, but you know what I mean. If that is the thing, like reward you with, I don't know, like 10 minutes of phone time, you know? If it's something big, like have a big, like a really high GPA, you know? Maybe reward you with something bigger, you know? So that's my advice. That's what I really like to do. So yeah, my god, I thought this is so ironic. The next one is just do it. Most people leave it for the last minute, which is such a bad habit. Stop being lazy and literally do it as soon as possible. I love how I'm using a Nike shirt for the just do it part. I love that for me. Anyways, this is really me. Like, I'm always so lazy. Like, I get home from school, I'm tired, okay? And I sit on the chair and I'm on my phone. I'm like, I really need to do this work, but I don't feel like it. Do it, okay? I know you don't feel like it. I know you're feeling so lazy at that point, but please do it. It will be so much harder to do it, and it will probably be worse if you do it after, like, in the last minute, you know? So just do it. Nike was right, okay, you guys? Like, this should be a school quote. Remove distractions. Who else has the same problem? I'm at my desk, I'm doing my work. I look in front and I see my phone. I start staring at it. I spend like 5 to 10 minutes looking at my phone, and I'm like, whatever, I got my phone. That is so bad. So removing distractions, leaving your phone or whatever that distracts you most in another place is really important. Like, so important. What I like to do is leave my phone next to my mom, because I'm not gonna be like, hey mom, I don't feel like working, can you give me my phone? Like, she's gonna be like, honey, no, you know? So that's what I like to do, but maybe some people don't want to do that. So I don't know, just leave it somewhere else. Okay, so the next one is get enough sleep and eat properly. This is so important so that you can be more concentrated and more motivated, plus more healthy, you know? This isn't just a school tip, you know? This is just an advice in general. Like, get enough sleep, first of all. Like, if you don't sleep well, like, it will be so hard to concentrate in school. So, and you'll be so tired. Like, trust me, I used to like sleep 6 to 7 hours, which was so bad because I loved going late to bed and I loved waking up early, which is such a bad combo, but you know what I mean? So try to sleep 8 to 9 hours. It's like a really big tip, you know? Then eating healthy. If you don't eat healthy, it will be so hard to concentrate. Like, I saw this video about what sugar can do to you. Like, sugar's so bad. Like, it's so bad. And coming from me, that I love like sweets and stuff like that, it's just try, like, honestly try. Like, if you can, like, try to not eat it, don't eat it, you know what I mean? Try and eat more healthy, because when you eat more healthy, you can concentrate better. So, oh, and also remember to do some sports. Like, be kind of active. Like, it's really important, you know? So those are really important advice. And it's not even for school, like I said. Like, it can be for school and for the every day in your life, you know? So yeah, that's a really important. After I say this next tip, everyone is gonna be like, Maddie, duh, like, everyone knows that, everyone does that. But hell no, not everyone does it, and most people actually don't. Pay attention in class and give your 100% effort, because to achieve anything in life, you gotta do your best. This is so, girl, like, this is key. Like I said before, like, this is so important, because first, paying attention in class will help you when studying, when, you know, so that's just kind of obvious, even though most people don't do that because they're talking with their friends, they're busy doing other things. So Remember that. And giving your 100% effort. This also connects with not leaving things for the last minute, because usually if you leave it for the night before, you will do everything really rushed and you can do way better, you know? That's not your best. So this is really important. Take good and detailed notes. It's so much easier to revise and study after that, you know? Please, like, I know like some people are not that good at note taking, they don't have organized lettering, whatever, but you can always like try your best. Whew, okay, so what I wanted to show you is for school, for like classes, I have these like notebooks, color coded for each class, you know. And what I like to do in them is like take quick notes, like kind of detailed, but not like writing whole paragraphs, like write the important information. And I do that really quickly here. I don't try to do it that neat, you know, like something that's understandable. But then when I come home, I like to just write everything down really neat. Like, this was kind of planning for this video. Wait, let me just show you. You guys, I'm dedicated, you know. I have like last year papers, so pretty much I take the notes in class, you know, my quick notes. And then when I get home, I do everything nice and neat, you know. Everything nice and neat, all organized, you know, with titles, explaining, maybe 1 or 2 graphs. I really like this format of writing, so this really helped me. And I had a maximum grade for this test. Great. Okay, so this next one is use post-it notes, apps, and reminders so you don't forget any important task or anything in general. I love using post-its. Like, I need to buy some more. Like, ooh, don't have any more. Anyways, my point is I like using post-it notes so I can like stick them everywhere, in my computer, in my phone, in my window, and everywhere, you know. So it's way better, you know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to like it, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. If you have any video ideas, maybe like back to school related, comment them down below and I'll try and do them. So yeah, bye. Oh god, I'm falling. Oh my god.